I'm going to make a couple short videos about some things that are in the news right now, and hopefully be able to help some people break through the zeitgeist, the illusion, the deception that is being manifested and attempted to, the mindset that is. This 60 days in jail plus a fine for home Bible study. Well, you can't forget that this is a republic based on individual rights. In a republic based on individual rights, you will have a diverse group of people. You will have free people, you will have bonded people, and you will have slaves. What I see is 90% of Americans who've been highly manipulated. This is a massive crime against humanity, and the manipulation makes you ignorant of your bond. If you are ignorant of your bond, you are a slave. A free person is not subject to legal constraint. Legal is commerce. That's what is being done. Your commerce system is not yours. It is owned by the House of Rothschild and the Bank of England. That is the Federal Reserve note. If you are not free of that and your foundation is built upon that, they own and control you. They own your foundation, and they can pull the rug out from under you whenever they want. So you need to start stepping away from the Federal Reserve note. It is not federal. It is a debt note. How it works is their banks go out and take assets, things that are of positive nature, and they give you a debt note that is of a negative nature. It is a robbing. It is a black hole. It is an inequity, and it's designed to do so. It is an act of war and a crime against humanity, and it can't be done. Now, one of the reasons, and now some people would argue maybe on an international currency, you might need some penalties. Meaning, if you're not going to engage in trade that is local and something that could be acquired locally, but you're going to do it internationally, there needs to be a penalty for doing so, because you're taking away from the local commerce, the local energy. But what they've done is turned everything into, there is no local commerce anymore, there is no local currency, it's just all international currency. It's really, if you look around, you don't have local governments, you have nothing but federal puppets, all based on, under the jurisdiction of the Federal Reserve, really, which is not federal, and there's no reserve. This is an attempt to take over through jurisdictional fraud, through semantical madness, through paper tigers, through just nonsense that only works because you were shot up as a kid, given shots which they're not there to help you. Those shots, the science of vaccinations is good, but the power structure is evil, so they're using it in a tainted way, and they're using it against you. And I wouldn't get any shots from these people, because that's where it starts, and then there's the domesticated food, the malnourishment, and then you have the indoctrination, which is not education, it's indoctrination. Then you have control of the media, control of the radio, control of the zeitgeist that is the American mindset. And it's a psychological enslavement, but it's just one massive deception, and it's very fragile. It's actually this very articulate, multi-layered deception that's in place to try and get you. It has to be this massive, this deep, and it has to start this early, because the things they're trying to cover up are very basic laws, very principled things, and it always comes out. You can't. If anything, this is going to prove that everything they do is false. But anyways, back to freedom, bonded, or a slave. Now, if you're bonded and you're ignorant of your bond, you are a slave. This is 90% of Americans. This guy was probably bonded, and he was most likely a slave, didn't understand the jurisdictions in his life, obviously, because his standing was not of the house of God. His standing was as a slave, because who else would be subject to the jurisdiction of bankers? Come on. What's your standing? If you stand as a slave, as a subject, then, if you are of God, these guys have no jurisdiction, and you draw that line, and then they try and come into your house, you have an act of war. You make them declare fucking war. These pieces of shit, these cowards, will not declare war. They're just paper tigers. They don't want to declare war. That's what, they're scared. They're scared. They don't want to declare war. They want to just continue with their fraud until there's nothing left, and it ain't going to happen. But it creates an illusion, and that's all it is. And we need to remember, this is a republic based on individual rights. So this guy, was probably just a bonded slave. just another ignorant victim of the manipulation of mankind that's been, you know, this massive crime against humanity that's been implemented, and we have proof of it, and we're going to get you people. You can't escape this. You may be able to escape it physically, but what you've done is the robbery, the defrauding isn't just physical, it's spiritual. You can't escape your spiritual inequity, you fucking fools. It's coming back on you, probably tenfold. So you're fucked. You're fucked. You should be scared. You should scare your judges, the lawyers, all you fuckers, man. You should be fucking scared. Because what you're doing, you can't escape. So we need to stop freaking out about this and start focusing on, well, what was the guy's jurisdiction? What was the jurisdictions of his life? What was the foundation? Oh, he had a false foundation, so he's a fucking moron. You know, well, I shouldn't say that, because he was, you know, ultimately they're deceived and they're trying to break their brainwashing and they're being manipulated. The crimes against these people are here's what you do, people, because you're ignorant, because you don't know the law, yet you think you do. You know, I'm free, but not really. I don't know what the hell you think. What you think is a clusterfuck of fucking insanity. But if you end up in court, and odds are one of the first mistakes you will make is you're going to identify yourself as the person. I'm the person. No, you're not. You're not the fucking person. The person was given to you. It's a financial instrument. It was something that was given to you by your parents, and your parents are probably fucking stupid too. They were probably brainwashed, I should say. And I can call people stupid because I have been incredibly stupid. I am a moron. I'm an idiot. I've been all these things, and I've overcome them. I wanted to know why I was so stupid, so I started to do my due diligence. I sought God, and I asked God for help, and I received help. Do the same, and you will receive the same. Here's what you do. First of all, you are not the person. You are the authorized third-party agent to the person at the most. Okay? But ultimately, when they come and they say, do you know your rights? Because the judge will say that. If he doesn't say that, holy shit. You know, you're just in total criminal court. And what's even the point of the court, you know, at that point? But they will ask you, do you know your rights? Here's what you say. No. Say, I don't know my rights. I thought I was free. I thought I lived in a free country. I didn't think I was subject to these things. I thought I owned myself. I thought I had free will. I thought I was my owner. What's going on here? I don't understand. I'm very confused. But don't ever say you know your rights, because the truth is you don't know your fucking rights. Stop saying, yeah, I know my rights. No, you don't. You don't know shit. If you can't get to the point where you say, you know what, I'm a fucking moron who doesn't know anything and I need to figure some shit out, then you're not ever going to move forward. That's one of the first steps, is to realize just how fucking stupid you are, just how ignorant, just how dark of a place you really are in, the limited state you're in. And that's when you start to move forward, and you recognize that, and you say, I don't want this anymore, and why is this, and I want to move forward, and I want more than this. And then you will. You should. But yeah, that's what this is ignorant people, bonded people. This is fraud. This is an attempt to defraud on a spiritual level. So these guys should, if you understand spiritual law, if you understand what these people are doing, hey, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to punish them. These people are fucked. These people are so putrid. What awaits them is so disgusting and so awful. We don't need to punish them. They punish themselves. The pool they have created that they're going to wade in for eternity is a pool of shit, putrid nastiness, and piss. That's all it is, and that's where they get to wade in. That's their fucking pool of life. You know, they got nothing but crap coming to them. All the crap they've dished out's coming back to them tenfold. They're fucked. They should fucking drop to their knees and beg for fucking mercy, but they won't. They've been deceived, just like all the rest. You know, they're nothing special. They're part of the pyramid. You know, they might be in the upper rungs, but nonetheless, they're part of the blocks, just like the rest. They're just compartmentalized blockheads, unable to see their own imprisonment, unable to see that they are nothing more than part of the structure, part of the tool, part of the machine. They're nothing. That's why they wear masks, because inside they are nothing. They emit nothing. They can only wear masks because they are nothing. And that's what they will become. Nothing. Anyways, try and understand the jurisdictions of your life. These people are obviously ignorant of those things. It's all in your standing. Where do you stand? If you stand as a slave, you will be treated as a slave. How can you be subject to the jurisdiction of bankers? unless you choose to be subject to the jurisdiction of bankers. Give me a break, people. Anyways, God bless.